Good afternoon from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Curvin, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant with less than 24 hours of Donnie's regime left. Oh, we're getting there, folks. All right, I'm by myself right now. Uh, I thought I would start out. I've got one story here about the NSA and the Department of Defense, something to do with Michael Ellis, his general counsel. At the last minute, I might add, uh, what, for him to burrow into the department. Uh, I have still got Rachel from that. I didn't finish that show last night, so I will get more details on that. Hello, Carrie. Hold on up. We about to get rid of the orange doofus. uh, and this was a strange story. Invitations to Andrews Air Force Base for tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Uh, Donnie invited Scaramucci, Michael Cohen, and told them to bring 5 guests with them. Uh, Not a lot of answers to the RSVP. Oh, not a lot of people want to go, Donnie. To send off, the fucktard in the White House. Thank you, Kerry. Use that from you. uh, and yesterday, Biden and Harris, uh, you've probably seen the field of flags that was lit up last night. That's in honor of all the people since he won't be able to have a crowd at the inauguration tomorrow. He more or less is doing that all around the reflecting pool on the National Mall with flags of all states and territories and American flags. And Don Lemon had Scaramucci on and asked him why he got an invitation to the big send off. Scaramucci thinks it was probably email lists to soothe his ego or collect money. Perhaps one more grift shop. Okay. Uh, Only got 2 people, Carrie. You're the only one in the blue room right now. From the Washington Post, QAnon adherents discussing infiltrating National Guard during the inauguration. Uh, and you have to look at it from the standpoint in the military, we've had Timothy McVeigh and others uh, that were finally filtered out. And from what I heard last night, far right has mostly had the problem with the Army or the armed forces. It's not left, it's far right. And just think about it. A couple of them was Timothy McVeigh. I can't recall the Olympic part. I was living in Atlanta, working for the state of Georgia down at Twin Towers when that happened. And that guy was ex military. Army reservist in the Capitol is a white supremacist and fond of Nazis ideology and Hitler. Uh, what I found out last night when it comes to infiltrating into the National Guard, those units, everybody knows each other. It would be very hard for them to infiltrate into the National Guard because somebody's going to say, "Where are you from? I don't know you." Uh, and just think about it. Our own government has been training those people for years. And I was talking about '96, the Olympic Park bomber. Uh, and I recall the lady's first name that was caught in at the insurrection. Uh, Her first name is Riley, and she's accused of stealing Nancy Pelosi's laptop, and she wanted to sell it to the Russians. And she got arrested before that could happen, according to what I've heard. And there was a laptop stolen from Pelosi's office. Lindsey Graham telling Diaper Don not to pardon rioters. He thinks that would be wrong. He hopes he won't go down that path. No shit, Sherlock. Excuse me. Lindsey. Clutching his pearls on Fox spews again. Now, I also read or heard a story after January 6th. On January 9th, Facebook posts promoting violence even after the insurrection. They took them down after that, but it was there. Both Cruz and Graham trying to boost MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Yet on Sunday, Graham saying that Trump never told them to storm the Capitol. And hey, get this one. Donnie was trying to heal the nation. Lindsay, you not only carry water for Donnie, but you also drink it, evidently. Cruz, Holly, and others like Graham are anti Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Rudy Giuliani has been found out to be a hypocrite. Giuliani voted by affidavit ballot process that he bashed in an effort to overturn the election. Hypocrite. They all are. But Giuliani, you do it, but nobody else can do it, right? Uh, Also, one of the guests last night was Michael Eric Dyson was right in what he said. Uh, in what happened is that unlike in Athens justifying slavery, here it was done by dragging God into it. He went on to talk about the meaning of Black Lives Matter. Is Black Lives Matter too? Unlike Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter is job choice that you take. This is about white supremacy mixing their message with God. FBI has over 200,000 digital tips on the insurrection. And what did Donnie do about QAnon or David do? He's never disavowed any of them. He just gave them a wink, and a nod. And remember, he said he didn't know David Duke, but several years before that, he did know David Duke. Uh, it was always, he didn't know anything about them, but they loved him. Some say Donnie will have no legacy. Uh, he will. He, in 4 years, has divided this nation like no other president in our history. And here's a discussion that Don Lemons, and it's a small book that I don't recall the title right now. Uh, I've been busy all day with other business. Blacks have had to talk to their children about how to live in the society. Now, white people are going to have talks with their children. Their task is to unbake what a demagogue has done in the White House for the last 4 years. That's pitiful, but that's the truth. Now, whites have got to sit down with their children and deprogram them from the demagogue that was in the White House. We have a lot to do in the next 4 years. We have to overturn Citizens United. We have to return to justice, being blind and not under the control of one man. The AG must work independent of the executive branch. And we must assist President Biden and Vice President Harris to root out in all departments the political appointments of 45. That's about all I've got. And I'm excuse that. Looks like the mic is working good today. All right. Everyone showing up now. I thank you for being here. Uh, I'm just looking forward to getting his gross butt out of the White House. Hopefully, uh, they can satisfy him. I'm hoping he doesn't take uh, Air Force One hostage when he goes to Mar-a-Lago. Uh, I don't think he can. That's government property. He can't just claim it. But we're going to see what he does. And as far as, like I said, I've been busy. I hadn't been able to be on CNN. Grace has been enjoying her shows while I took care of some business. I talked to the landlord. I talked to the police because when I got up today, Grace and I ran down to get something cheap to eat at McDonald's. And on the Caravan, they have a mirror on the side. Uh, I found out the hard way a car over on New Street, right up the street. Uh, we were trying to pass each other. They wouldn't give way any at all, and I was as far over as I could get. They hit the mirror. What it did was bend it this way up against the car window. When I went down there today, it was folded the other way out. And the only way that could have been done was by hand, because if it had been clipped by a car, it would have broken the mirror. So Grace saw her a while ago and she said something about she'd be out of our hair soon. She knows I'm putting pressure and cluing folks in to quite possibly it's under their direction that this neighborhood and other neighborhoods have had people going around spray painting everything from loser on my car to fuck on another car just up the street. I think mine was done first on bicycles. These guys, some of them are uh, in their 20s and some are juveniles that come around here. They hadn't come around lately. I wonder why. I wonder why. Just kind of stopped, and she's been behaving herself ever since Sunday when the police were on the front porch when I reported the spray paint. So that's a little bit strange. I'll let the landlord know about that. Uh, he's hoping to have her out by the first, and he even told me today if he has to, he will pay her to get out. And I talked with my neighbor upstairs in six right above us. And she said, if it doesn't happen, we're going to get a petition and present him with that and let him know we will all move. All right, that's about all I got, and that's about all the bitching I want to do. I'm looking forward to at least dropping in at the meeting this evening. It's important that we Blue Dots stay on the same page. We've got a lot to do yet, and we will. I will be out here. I know John is staying out there. I'm looking forward to tomorrow when John Brittlebow shaves. Uh, so I don't know about what time I'll have my Facebook show. I may try to do it earlier than 6 o'clock. Hopefully, make it a short one, but this is not coming off, and this ain't coming off until I can get what I feel like is a safe haircut, and that will depend on vaccines. That, as far as I know, here in Kirksville and at least at Walgreens, nobody's getting any kind of vaccine in this town, and that's pitiful. That's why it's so important that we, let's face it, folks, we are not having a peaceful transfer of power tomorrow. Just look at the Capitol. It looks like a banana republic. And it's going to take quite a while. That's the reason that our voices will stay out here. It's going to take a long time to tamp down all the damage this town pass has done to our nation. All right, that's about it. I'll leave you at that. Uh, Peace, resist, persist, and I insist we stay in here. Uh, these things have got to be straightened up. There's things like Citizens United. We got to take the money out of the politics. The traitors in the Republican Party need to either resign or apologize for their votes to overturn an election. That cannot be forgotten. If, like Pelosi said, that if we find out that any of them were complicit giving tours, then they will be handled in Congress or the Senate and outside of the Congress or the Senate in the Justice Department bringing charges against them. That is wrong. That is traitorous. All right, I'll let you go. Have a good evening. See you at the meeting. If I do nothing else, I will get it shared. Hello, Josh. Hello, Mika. All right. Got a good number. No, Martha, I wasn't able to clean the paint off the glass. I figured acetone or some paint remover, I can get that part off the window. I called where I have my car serviced, CNR. They're not a body shop, so they were telling me to call a body shop, which is probably wise on their part not to tell me to use something like the policeman suggested acetone would get it off the glass, but it would remove paint. Basically, what I'm looking at, I'll contact a, I mean, it's a 2004. Uh, and so what I'm looking at is I will call a body shop, get some kind of estimate. What I want is just to remove loser off of there, get the paint off the glass, and basically I was telling CNR and just have primer put in place of it. Uh, I don't feel like the car is worth all that much. That particular door I don't use in the first place. Uh, Anybody with a caravan knows, like when you open that up, there's a track, and that track covers a lot of wiring. The wiring and all that I've had to hook up again because all the little pieces of track came out. The lock stopped locking unless you manually unlock it and lock it. So that's the door that has loser on it. I don't use it. Uh, the car is getting to an age. I'm not going to have that door fixed. I had the right hand has been fixed with a new track, uh, and somehow the lock mechanism failed, and I had to pull that one up and down to lock and unlock it. But when I had it done, it cost $240 something just to get the door lock to work. And once I took it in and they started into it, they had to complete it or they couldn't close the door. So I'm not looking to do anything, just get that loser off there. And hopefully, when I get rid of the neighbor, I'm not going to have any problems. But holy shit. Well, that's about it. I'm through bitching. Hello, Josh. All right. Thank you for coming and taking the time to hear this old Georgia boy barking again. But I'm going to stay out here. I will be out here. We've got a lot to accomplish, and we will get it done. After all, we turned Georgia blue. I believe with all my heart that blue dots made a difference in that election. Have a good one. I'll see you later on. I want you to go down and like and share. I'm on listing my shows on both MeWe and Liker. So you can find my announcements posted there. Have a good one, and I want you to share this shit. Bye bye now. Share this shit.